Consistency is not the problem. It's just a symptom. Social media followers are not your audience. You're borrowing that attention. So if you do not have something deeper pulling people in, you lose them. There is not enough proof, not enough evidence that what you do works for someone like them. Because once you understand what is broken down in your system, you stop guessing. You stop trying to do more of the same thing that is not working. Sometimes we're too close to the process. We're too close to the system that you're not able to see for yourself where the system is broken. If your marketing feels random, like you're posting, trying new things, maybe even spending money and still not seeing results, I want to offer you a different way to look at things. Because most people think that their problem is that they're not doing enough. They think they need to post more, they need to be more consistent, they need to show up more. I mean, you hear a lot of coaches say, just post more. But what if that's not the problem at all? What if the real issue is not how much you're doing, but really looking at your marketing system to see if there is a broken link and then fixing that instead of doing more of what is broken? Well, today I want to show you how to read your own marketing like a system so you know exactly what may be broken and how to fix it. Hey friend, if you're new here, welcome to the Own Your Brand Show. I'm your girl, Victoria Odekomaya, and if you are an executive leader looking to build a brand beyond your title, or a service-based business owner who's tired of being the best-kept secret, and you're actually ready to be seen, known, and chosen for your expertise and experience, then you are in the right place. So let's get into it. So first, let's start with what I see all the time. Some people come to me and they've been like trying to build a brand, get more people to know them for a while. They are posting on LinkedIn, they've tried Instagram, maybe they've even hired someone at some point. Then when I ask them what they think is going on, most of the time, I'm telling you, most of the time, I hear them say the same thing. I haven't been consistent, or it's the algorithm. And I always like, okay, let's take a break. Okay, let's just hold on. Because yes, consistency may be missing, but consistency is not the problem. It's just a symptom. It's like saying you're tired without asking, why are you tired? The real question is, why is the system breaking down? Why is my effort not yielding results? Because I know you're following directions. You're doing all of the work. So we're going to solve it today. I want you to think about your marketing like a system with 4 layers, and each one has a job. If one layer breaks, then everything after it struggles. So the first layer is awareness, right? It's like, this is how people find you. These are your reels, your social clips, the visibility content. If this layer is broken, that means that you're posting and the same people are seeing your content every time. No new eyes is looking at it. No growth, no expansion. This is where you need to start diagnosing why your content is not reaching new audience. Do we need to change the hook? How do we get more people to see your content? Is it the messaging? Could it be that it's not entertaining enough, right? Or maybe you are not even on the right platform. You're not showing up on all the right places. So we have to kind of think about that layer first and figure out what exactly is causing more people to not see my content. So let's get to the second layer of your marketing system. The second layer is nurturing. This is where you build trust. Things like your email, your podcast, your long-form content. If that is broken, people will follow you, but nothing would happen. They will watch your content, maybe they will like it, and then they disappear. The reason this happens is simple. Social media followers are not your audience. You're borrowing that attention. So if you do not have something deeper pulling people in, you lose them. And if you're listening to this and realizing you do not have a nurture system in place, then don't worry, you're not alone. This is exactly what I help my clients build. I help them build a nurture system. So those eyeballs that we got in that first layer is brought into their system, and we continue to nurture them because, in this day and age, people need several touch points. The last statistics was talking about at least 37 touch points before they convert. These people need to see your content over and over again, and that happens in the nurturing phase. If your nurturing phase is broken, that is what you need to fix. So the third layer. This third layer is the conversion phase. So let's say your first layer and the second layer is not broken and they're okay, right? This third layer is where people actually reach out. They're booking the calls, they're inquiring, If this system is broken, people would know who you are, but they would not trust you enough yet. And most of the time, it comes down to one thing. There is not enough proof, not enough real examples, not enough results, not enough evidence that what you do works for someone like them. So if your third layer is broken and people, they like you, they're in your nurture system, you're nurturing them, but they don't feel like you can help them, that's the broken piece. That's the part that we need to fix. The fourth layer is retention. And this is the one that most people overlook because your best marketing is a client who gets results and tells someone else. If this part is broken, then you're consistently chasing new leads instead of building momentum. So you have to look at that process, that layer, and figure out how can I fix that part? So that way, your old clients, your current clients are consistently generating new business for you on autopilot. So now that you know the different layers, what I want you to do is go through this quickly in your head and think about where is my system breaking down? Are people finding me and not, sticking around? Or are they like sticking around but they're not converting? Or are they converting but they're not referring people to you? Because the answer tells you exactly where your focus needs to be. You don't need to do more of the same thing that is not working. You really need to start focusing on what the problem is and fixing that part. This is why having a strategy matters. Because once you understand what is broken down in your system, you stop guessing. You stop trying to do more of the same thing that is not working. And sometimes we're too close to the process. You're too close to the system that you're not able to see for yourself where the system is broken. And at that point, it's best for you to consider bringing in a coach or someone with fresh perspective or fresh eyes to help you see what may be broken in your system. This is exactly what I offer in my strategy session, a session where we look at your system, look at what you're already doing, and break it down. Where exactly do we need to fix? Where is the problem at? So that we can focus our efforts on fixing the problem instead of a process that didn't need to be overhauled in the first place. If you need help figuring out what's broken in your strategy session, click the link below to book a strategy session with me. And I will take the time to help you see exactly what's missing and what you should really be focusing on so that you're not wasting your time or changing things up that didn't need to be changed up. So the main takeaway from this video is that marketing is not random and it should not feel random. If it does, that means that you don't have a system. But once you understand it, everything gets simpler. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a new episode where I break down exactly what each piece of content is actually designed to do. Because the natural step is once you know what's actually broken, the next step is to actually know what to put in its place. That's where things really start to work. They start to click. You start to see results. If you feel like this new episode that I'm going to do is going to really benefit you, why don't you send me a comment or send me some messages? I love hearing from you because I want to make sure that I am tailoring the content to what's actually going to help you. So if this is something that you would love me to do, let me know. I'll see you in the next episode. But in the meantime, keep building, keep showing up, and keep owning your brand. And sis, you got this.